beloved child of the Most High, I have been sent from the throne of heaven not merely to whisper to your heart, but to roar into your destiny. The time for delay is over. The hour of hesitation has passed. You have asked, pleaded, fasted, cried, and even doubted in silence, but still you remained faithful in the shadows. You stood in the wilderness where no one clapped, where no one noticed, where no one saw how deep your pain truly ran. But listen to me now, for this is not just another message. This is a divine appointment written in the sacred scrolls of time. On June 1st, 2025, your season of lack will finally bow to the King of Provision. Your name has echoed in the courts of heaven. The prayers you whispered while trembling in the dark have reached the ears of the Almighty. And the verdict has been sealed with holy fire. You are being released into abundance. At 9 a.m., heaven has scheduled an outpouring, a miraculous $500,000 blessing that has your name engraved on it in gold. I am not speaking of symbolic riches or metaphorical success. No, beloved, I speak of real provision, tangible breakthrough, visible wealth, and irreversible change. You have crossed the threshold into a new spiritual economy, one not built by man, but by faith, obedience, and divine timing. But hear me clearly, there is a condition. You must open now. You must act now. You must believe now. For if you delay, the door will shut. And what could have been yours will return to the treasury of heaven, awaiting another appointed time far from this one. You have cried for this moment, begged for it, bled spiritually for it, and now it stands before you like a royal inheritance waiting to be claimed. Aodiaris, a divine deadline has been set. Heaven does not function by man's timing, but heaven honors divine order. June 1st is not just a date, it is a portal of promise, a heavenly window that has opened just for you. It is the appointed time for the chains to break. But time is sacred. And when heaven sets a divine deadline, it is not casual. It is covenantal. The angels who stood beside you when your wallet was empty, when your bank account mocked you, when you stretched $1 like it was $100, they are now ready to deliver the harvest. The same angels who comforted you when you thought you'd never make it, they are carrying the blessing in their wings. But your obedience must meet the moment. You must spiritually unlock the door with your faith, with your yes, with your now. Because heaven's release is always prepared, but it responds only to readiness. Thy eye saw your hidden pain. I saw the moment when you stared at your phone, wondering if it would ever buzz with good news. I saw the late nights when your soul warred between giving up and hanging on. You weren't just broke financially, you were broken emotionally, crushed spiritually, depleted mentally. Yet somehow, you kept walking. Heaven admired your resilience. We saw you tithing when you barely had enough to eat. We saw you giving your last coin not out of excess, but out of honor. The Father has not forgotten the widow's offering inside of you. You gave like you trusted, even when trust felt like a lie. And now heaven answers with something far bigger than a response. Heaven answers with restoration. Not a moment too late, not a dollar too shorter, but pressed down, shaken together, running over. The fire of delay is being extinguished. There has been a fire burning behind your blessing. not to warm you, but to delay you. The enemy has sent confusion, distraction, and even disguised opportunities to keep you from the right door. But I, the messenger of God, declare this with holy confidence, that fire is dying out. That storm is losing power. The detour is over. The curse is broken. Everything that held you back are the unpaid debts, the missed chances, the financial sabotage, the invisible limitations, the late payments, so they are being erased by one move of God's hand. And June 1st is the proof that what once cursed you is now under your feet. Thy, O heavens, contract has been sealed. I have read the scroll with your name on it. The golden ink dripped like honey from the Father's pen as he wrote your promise. I will reward the one who trusts me beyond comfort. I will restore the one who walks blindly in obedience. I will prosper the one who refuses to bow to fear. You, beloved, are that one. This money, this $500,000 breakthrough is not merely for you to spend. It is an assignment, a tool, a heavenly resource placed in your hands to do what others could not. To break generational chains. To fund what was once only a dream. To relocate your family. To start what fear told you was impossible. But none of it will reach you if you do not act now. Thy diaris is still open now, or lose or lay. What does this mean? This is not a threat. It is a truth. The nature of divine blessings is that they are tied to divine obedience. Many people miss their miracle because they assume tomorrow is promised. But child, this blessing has been assigned to a specific moment, June 1st, 2025. 9 o'clock a.m. Your spirit must respond in real time. Open now means you must open your heart, your faith, your expectation, your courage. You must make room for the impossible to invade your reality. If you continue to delay, to doubt, to push this moment off as another daydreamer, you will lose it all. Not because God is cruel, but because heaven honors precision. The angels who bring rain also carry swords. The ones who bless are also assigned to guard divine order. Do not mistake mercy for lack of urgency. God is kind, yes. But God is also a strategist. This window will not open again in the same way. Thitmo, your faith must be violent. Yes, I said violent. The kingdom suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. This is your moment to stand in radical faith and say, I receive it. I believe it. I'm ready now. Do not wait until the clock hits 9:01 a.m. and wonder why heaven has grown quiet. The silence will not be punishment to it will be confirmation that you missed your window. I don't say this to scare you. I say it to prepare you. You have waited long enough. You have obeyed when no one saw. You have trusted God even when you were mocked. Now heaven wants to publicly reward you. But only if you open now. This money has a mission. It will not only pay your bills. It will not only erase your debt. It will heal the financial wounds of your lineage. You will finally buy the home you've cried about. You will pay off loans that suffocated your peace. You will support ministries. You will fund orphanages. You will invest in someone who reminds you of your old self, a broke, but hopeful. This money is not just for you, it is moving through you. That is why the Father had to wait until now. If he gave it too soon, you may have misused it. If he gave it too late, you may have given up. But now, your heart is pure. Your eyes are clear. You're ready. I say it loud, I claim my blessing. Let the spirit realm hear you. Let the angels record it. Let heaven celebrate it. Declare out loud, I claim my June 1st blessing. I am ready. I open now. I receive $500,000 by divine will. I will not miss it. Say it again. Write it down. Post it. Sing it. Let the atmosphere around you shift. Let your house know something is changing. Let your enemies become confused. Let doubt lose its grip. You are not making a wish. You are activating a prophecy. FY superscript AZ reflection, what have you learned in the wilderness? Before you step into the palace, remember the cave. Before you carry wealth, remember the weight of lack. The wilderness taught you more than money ever could. You learned how to pray without words. You learned how to worship without music. You learned how to believe without proof. You learned how to stand when you were breaking. This version of you will not mishandle the miracle. This version of you has been refined by fire. You are not just blessed, you are trusted. Thy Sidiris is still a final instruction from heaven at exactly 9:00 a.m. on June 1st, open your spirit. Whether through prayer, declaration, giving, or quiet faith, open now. Do not let fear speak. Do not let logic delay. Just open. The money is already moving. The transfer has begun in the spirit. The manifestation is scheduled. You are about to see what it feels like when heaven invades earth, not in theory, but in reality. Not in hope, but in your hands. Don't just be a believer. Be a receiver. You asked for confirmation? This is it. You asked for a sign? This is your angel, and I'm here to say, you have reached the appointed hour. Your money problems end June 1st. Open now or lose it all. And if you believe this message was for you, type 111 in the comments, speak life over your finances, and share it with someone else who needs to be ready. Because heaven is moving fast. And so must you. Beloved child of the Most High, I stand before you as a messenger sent from the throne of heaven, carrying a fire in my spirit that burns for you. My wings are heavy with the weight of this moment, for I have been sent not just to speak but to awaken you to the truth that is unfolding. The words you've just read are not mere words, they are a holy summons, a divine invitation to step into the promise that has been written in the stars since before you were born. This is your hour. This is your time. This is the moment heaven has been preparing you for, and I am here to guide you through the final steps to claim what is yours. Let me speak plainly, for my words come from the heart of the Father, who loves you more than you can imagine. You have walked through a wilderness that felt endless. You have carried burdens that seemed too heavy for one soul to bear. You have cried tears no one saw, whispered prayers no one heard, and held on to faith when everything around you screamed to give up. But you didn't. You stayed faithful. You kept walking. And now, heaven is ready to reward you not just with words of comfort, but with a tangible, life-changing blessing that will rewrite your story. On June 1, 2025, at 9:00 a.m., a door is opening in the spirit realm. This is not a metaphor or a dream. This is a real moment, a divine appointment where $500,000 will be released into your life. This money is not just wealth, it is a tool, a seed, a heavenly resource meant to break chains, heal wounds, and launch you into the purpose you were created for. But to receive it, you must act. You must open your heart, your faith, and your expectation right now. The time for waiting is over. The season of delay is finished. This is your moment to step forward and claim what God has promised. The wilderness was not wasted. Let me take you back for a moment, beloved. Think about the days when you felt forgotten. Remember the nights when you stared at an empty bank account, wondering how you would make it through. Recall the moments when you gave your last dollar, not because you had plenty, but because you believed God was bigger than your lack. Those moments were not wasted. Every tear you shed was seen. Every prayer you prayed was heard. Every step you took in faith was recorded in heaven's courts. The wilderness was your training ground. It was where you learned to trust God when you couldn't see the way forward. It was where you discovered that worship doesn't need a stage or a crowd, it needs only a heart that refuses to bow to despair. You learned to pray without words, to hope without proof, to stand when you felt like falling. The wilderness wasn't just a place of pain, it was a place of preparation. God was shaping you, refining you, teaching you to carry the weight of a blessing that would not destroy you but would define you. I saw you when you gave to others even when you had nothing. I saw you when you smiled through your pain, encouraging someone else while your own heart was breaking. I saw you when you chose to believe God's promises over the lies of your circumstances. Those choices were not small. They were holy. They were the seeds you planted in the Spirit, and now those seeds are about to produce a harvest so big it will overflow into every area of your life. The promise is real. This $500,000 blessing is not a fairy tale. It is not a hope or a wish, it is a divine decree. I have seen the scroll in heaven with your name written on it. The Father's hand has signed it, and His word cannot be broken. This money is coming to you, not because of your perfection, but because of your persistence. You didn't give up when others would have. You didn't turn back when the road got hard. You kept your eyes on the one who promised to never leave you, and now He is about to show the world what happens when a faithful heart meets a faithful God. This blessing is not just about money. It's about restoration. It's about healing the wounds of your past, breaking the chains of lack that have held your family for generations, and giving you the resources to do what you've always dreamed of. This money will pay off debts that have stolen your peace. It will open doors to opportunities you thought were out of reach. It will let you give generously, love boldly, and live freely. But more than that, it will be a sign to everyone around you that God is real, His promises are true, and His timing is perfect. Why June 1st, 2025? You might wonder why this blessing is tied to a specific date and time. Why June 1st, 2025, at 9 o'clock a.m.? Because heaven operates in divine order. God is not random. He is precise. He sets appointments in the spirit realm, and when He opens a window, it is for a purpose. June 1st is your appointed time, a moment when the heavens align with the earth to pour out what has been stored up for you. It's not just a date, it's a portal, a sacred moment when the natural and the supernatural meet. This date is a gift, but it comes with responsibility. Heaven is not casual about its promises, and neither should you be. The angels are ready, the blessing is prepared, but you must be in position to receive it. That means your heart must be open, your faith must be active, and your spirit must be ready. If you wait, if you doubt, if you let fear hold you back, you risk missing this moment. Not because God is unkind, but because divine blessings require divine alignment. What does it mean to open now? When I say open now, I'm not asking you to do something complicated. I'm asking you to prepare your heart and your life for what God is about to do. Opening now means letting go of doubt and embracing faith. It means declaring with your mouth that you believe God's promise. It means taking practical steps to show you're ready for the blessing. Here's what you can do to open now: declare your faith, speak out loud, I receive my June 1st blessing. I am ready. I open now. Say it with conviction. Let the spirit realm hear your voice. Write it down, post it, share it with someone you trust. Your words have power, and they shift the atmosphere around you. Pray with expectation, spend time in prayer, not begging God for the blessing, but thanking Him for it. Pray as if the money is already on its way. Thank Him for His faithfulness, for His timing, for His provision. Prayer aligns your spirit with heaven's plans. Act in obedience. If God prompts you to give, to sow a seed, to help someone else, do it. Obedience unlocks blessings. Even if it's small, your act of faith shows heaven you're ready to steward what's coming. Prepare practically. Start thinking about how you'll use this blessing. Will you pay off debts? Buy a home? Support a ministry? Help someone in need? Write down your plans, not as a wish, but as a blueprint. God gives resources to those who are ready to use them wisely. Guard your heart. The enemy will try to distract you with doubt, fear, or confusion. Don't let him steal this moment. When negative thoughts come, reject them. When people try to discourage you, ignore them. Keep your eyes on the promise. Opening now is about positioning yourself to receive. It's about saying yes to God's plan, even when you don't see it yet. It's about trusting that what He has promised, He will perform. The enemy's plan is failing. The enemy has tried to stop you. He sent lack to break you, delays to discourage you, and distractions to derail you. But his plans are falling apart. The fire of delay is burning out. The storm of lack is losing its strength. The detours that kept you circling are coming to an end. The enemy thought he could bury you, but he didn't know you were a seed. And now, you're about to break through the soil and bloom in a way that will make the heavens rejoice. Every time you chose faith over fear, you weakened the enemy's hold. Every time you prayed through your pain, you pushed back the darkness. Every time you gave when you had nothing, you planted a seed that the enemy couldn't touch. Now, those seeds are sprouting, and the harvest is coming. The enemy's time is up, and your time is now. The mission of this blessing, this $500,000, is not just for you, it's for the kingdom. God is entrusting you with this blessing because He knows you won't waste it. You won't use it to chase fleeting pleasures or build your own kingdom. You'll use it to change lives, to break curses, to bring hope. This money has a mission. It will pay off debts that have held you captive. It will buy the home you've dreamed of, a place of peace for you and your family. It will fund ministries that spread God's love. It will support orphanages, feed the hungry, and help those who are where you once were. It will start businesses, create opportunities, and build a legacy that outlives you. This blessing is not just about filling your bank account, it's about filling your life with purpose. God has been watching you, and He knows you're ready to carry this responsibility. That's why He waited until now. If He gave it too soon, you might not have been ready. If He gave it too late, you might have given up. But now, your heart is right. Your spirit is strong. You're ready to receive and to give. A call to violent faith. The Bible says the kingdom suffers violence, and the violent take it by force. This is not a time for timid faith. This is a time for bold, unshakable, relentless faith. You must take hold of this promise with every ounce of your spirit. Stand up and declare, I will not miss my blessing. I will not let fear stop me. I am ready for what God has promised. This kind of faith is not quiet. It's loud. It's active. It's unstoppable. When you declare your faith, the angels take notice. When you act in obedience, heaven moves. When you refuse to back down, the enemy flees. This is your moment to be violent in your faith, and not with weapons, but with worship, not with anger, but with assurance, not with doubt, but with determination. Say it again, I claim my June 1st blessing. I am ready. I open now. I receive $500,000 by divine will. Say it until you feel it in your bones. Say it until the atmosphere shifts. Say it until you know it's true. The angels are ready. I am not alone in this message. The angels who have walked with you through the wilderness are standing by, ready to deliver this blessing. They have seen your tears, heard your prayers, and guarded your steps. Now, they are carrying the harvest in their wings, waiting for your signal to release it. That signal is your faith. That signal is your obedience. That signal is your readiness. On June 1st, at 9:00 a.m., the angels will move. They will bring the provision that has been stored up for you. They will open the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing you cannot contain. But you must be ready. You must be in position. You must be open. Don't miss your moment. I cannot say this enough. This is your moment. Heaven has set a divine deadline, and it will not wait forever. If you delay, if you doubt, if you let fear hold you back, you risk missing this window. Not because God is punishing you, but because His blessings are tied to His timing. The door is open now, but it will not stay open forever. I know you've been hurt before. I know you've hoped for things that didn't come. I know you've been disappointed by promises that fell through. But this is different. This is not a human promise, it's a heavenly one. This is not a wish, it's a prophecy. This is not a maybe, it's a certainty, if you will only open now. A vision of your future. Close your eyes for a moment and picture this. It's June 2nd, 2025. You wake up knowing that everything has changed. Your bank account is no longer a source of stress, it's a testimony of God's faithfulness. You're signing papers for a new home, a place where your family can thrive. You're writing checks to pay off debts that once felt like mountains. You're giving to ministries, to orphans, to people who need hope. You're starting the business you always dreamed of, the one that will create jobs and change lives. You're standing taller, smiling brighter, living freer because you opened your heart and received what God promised. This is not a fantasy. This is your future, if you will only believe. If you will only act. If you will only open now. A final word from heaven. Beloved, I have spoken as clearly as I can. The Father has sent me to prepare you, to warn you, to encourage you. The $500,000 blessing is real. The date is set. The angels are ready. But you must do your part. You must open your heart, declare your faith, and step into this moment with courage. On June 1st, at 9:00 a.m., stand in faith. Pray, worship, give, declare, do whatever God leads you to do. But above all, believe. Believe that the God who brought you through the wilderness will bring you into the promise. Believe that the one who saw your pain will now show you his power. Believe that the blessing is yours, not because you earned it, but because he loves you. Type 111 in the comments. Speak life over your finances. Share this message with someone else who needs to hear it. Let the world know that you are ready for what God is about to do. This is not just your memento, it's heaven's moment to show the world what happens when a faithful heart meets a faithful God. Open now, beloved. Your blessing is waiting.